Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Marina, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that paint! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out!
Hello and welcome to a very special alternative audio commentary on the Commentary Hub. My name is Nicholas Jones and today I am commentating on Soccer Aid, the annual charity match which raises money for the children's charity UNICEF. It was established in 2006 by singer and performer Robbie Williams and TV presenter Jonathan Wilkes to raise the money, and since its inception over 106 million has been raised. It used to be biannual but has been held yearly since 2018, and the game is taking place at Old Trafford, which, as we know, is the home of Manchester United, and they have hosted Soccer Aid 8 times. That's more than any other. And in terms of who has the most wins, the specially constructed Soccer Aid World 11 have 7, with England 6. The players, a mixture of celebrities and former professionals, are getting ready to come out of the tunnel and take to the pitch. And so as we wait for them to come out, we can now go through the starting lineups, starting with England. In goal is number 1, Joe Hart. Then we have number 28, Louis Tomlinson. Number 13, Angry Ginge. Number 2, Gary Neville. Number 8, Tom Grennan. Number 10, Jack Wilshere. Number 8, Jill Scott. Number 16, Michael Carrick. Number 3, Bella Ramsey. Number 23, James Nelson-Joyce. And number 10, Wayne Rooney, who is the player manager. We'll let you know the rest of the management team very shortly, but one of the managers includes Robbie Williams and also boxing legend Tyson Fury. For the World 11, as everyone makes their way out of the tunnel and onto the pitch, in goal is number 1, Edwin van der Sar. Then the other players. Number 10, Harry Kewell. Number 15, Nemanja Vidic. Number 3, Richard Gadd. Number 9, Tony Bellew. Number 14, Kira Hamraoui. Number 7, Asim Chowdhury. Number 13, Dermot Kennedy. Number 9, Diamond. Number 10, Rivaldo. And number 17, David Trezeguet. So the players now making their way out onto the pitch to a rapturous, roaring reception. The pyrotechnics are going off. What an amazing spectacle this is. Some players and other people will be wanting to take this game very seriously, but this is a football match for fun, and everything is all done in a good cause. TV adventurer Bear Grylls was meant to feature for England, but he has had to withdraw due to a pulled hamstring he picks up during training. And Soccer Aid is one of the few matches in the world where both genders play together, and the only same-sex match organised by the FA. And this could and among the substitutes bench for the rest of the world, for the World 11, I should say, is Leonardo Bonucci, the Euro 2020 winner. Who was in Italy's squad that beat England on penalties. And this is also a game where everyone, celebrity or legend, gets a chance to play. So on the subs bench, we have for England, in the reserve goalkeeper, Paddy McGuinness. and the other players: Phil Jagielka, Aaron Lennon, Jermaine Defoe, Steph Houghton, Tony Duggan, Stephen Bartlett, Sir Mo Farah, Sam Quek, Dame Denise Lewis, Roman Kemp, and possibly Sam Thompson. But like Bear Grylls, he injured his hamstring after he did this 250-mile walk from Stamford Bridge, where the game was played last year, to Old Trafford, and he raised £2,075,564. It's amazing what people can do to raise money for such a fabulous and great cause. So kickoff is now just a couple of minutes away. Last year, England beat the World 11 6-3, and the scorers included Bartlett and Defoe, and of those that were in the squad last year, about half a dozen are on the pitch for this game, and the same could also be said for the World 11, and everyone will be getting ready to take their place, I am sure. So now we'll go through the substitutes for the World 11. The reserve goalkeeper is Nicky Byrne, then Leonardo Bonucci, as we've already mentioned, John O'Shea, Carlos Tevez, Caelan Kyle, Brian Habana, Billy Wingrove, Noah Beck, Big Zoo, Gorka Marquez, Toby Brown, and Maisie Adam. So quite a lot of famous names, both in football and out. I personally am looking forward to seeing Rivaldo and David Trezeguet, two iconic players representing their countries in the late 90s and early 2000s. Rivaldo won the 2002 World Cup with Brazil, and Trezeguet won the World Cup in 1998 and Euro 2000 for France. Harry Kewell, the former Leeds United and Liverpool man, very much looking forward to seeing him. I'm also looking forward to seeing Diamond on the pitch. Diamond is, of course, the stage name of Livy Sheldon, one of the participants in Gladiators, which was revived on television last year. And if you haven't seen the new look Gladiators, I recommend you give it a watch. It's blooming good fun, and I'm also looking forward to seeing the likes of. To seeing Wayne Rooney on the pitch once again. England's all-time top goal scorer before Harry Kane, and also Jill Scott, who I've commentated on quite a few times, particularly during the Women's Euros in 2022. This was before she retired. It's also great to have Steph Houghton on there as well. Never got the chance to commentate on her during her actual career, but it's great that I get the chance. And Jill Scott is the England captain. Just wait for confirmation to see who the World 11 captain is, as Edwin van der Sar and Kira Hamraoui do a few warm-ups. Kira Hamraoui, former Women's Champions League winner with Lyon and Barcelona. She has also played for Paris Saint-Germain in the past, and also someone to look out for is Michael Carrick. And we should also not discount the legend that is Gary Neville, the former Manchester United legend, now of course a pundit, as Sam Thompson raises the match ball to be presented onto the pitch. So our referee our referee for this game is Rebecca Welch, someone who's used to regularly refereeing the WSL, and assistant referees are Emily Carney and Jane Sims. We'll let you know the fourth official as and when we can. So as Sam Thompson makes his way off the field, we can now get set to count down to Soccer Aid 2025. England are wearing a white shirt with the red stripe down the left, and the navy blue shorts and white socks. Very similar to what England used to wear during the World Cup in the 2000s. It'll be England to kick us off with Wilshere and Rooney, but they need a change of ball. So there are a bit of delays, and the World 11 are wearing black and pink shirts and shorts with a lot of multiple colours on the front. So the ball now being placed onto the pitch. Rooney and Wilshere to kick off, and we are underway at Old Trafford for Soccer Aid. And England have the ball straight away with Bella Ramsey. So it's Ramsey with the ball for England, passing to Rooney. England are playing from left to right, and the World 11 are playing from right to England are playing from right to left. The World 11 are playing from left to right. So we have Hamraoui still doing well to keep the ball inside their defence. As passing right away is Rivaldo down the wing to I think that's Rivaldo. I just want to make sure who it is, as it's an early throw-in to the World 11. Nemanja Vidic is the World 11 captain. So now with Kennedy. Kennedy concedes to Rooney. Rooney up the wing to Louis Tomlinson, and it's Tomlinson crossing to Scott, but was intercepted by the World 11, and Ramsey trying to get the ball off Kennedy, but Kennedy is having none of it. In fact it's Vidic doing well to keep the ball inside the line. Legendary player for Manchester United, passes rapidly to Diamond, but is forced out by Neville. So the ball quickly thrown by Neville to Rooney. Rooney keeping the ball in on the near side, and across to Tomlinson, but was intercepted by Van der Sar. So the ball is still in play though, and it is with the World 11 at the moment. Rivaldo passing up the wing to Kennedy. Now it's with Hamraoui. Hamraoui almost picked up by Trezeguet, but well intercepted by England. It's back with Kennedy. Kennedy to Rivaldo, but nicely caught. But nicely caught by Carrick. Carrick to Jill Scott, and it's Scott to Tomlinson. Tomlinson back towards Scott, but over the line for a throw. As the World 11 take the throw, the ball is thrown to Rivaldo. Still in their defensive third. The ball is now making its way to the middle parts of the pitch, as Rivaldo passes to number 3, Richard Gadd. Gadd back to Kennedy. And Kennedy was aiming for Chowdhury, but England are now on the break with Rooney. It's Rooney passing and blocked by Gadd. So we'll have to check this one, and Rooney really deft with his right foot. That was almost similar to the magic shown by the Rooney of old, but Richard Gadd did really well to deflect. Corner to England, swiftly taken. The ball is with Tomlinson. Tomlinson passing down the wing to Carrick. Now back up towards Tomlinson, and across in towards the goal area, but brought down was I think that was Jill Scott. But wait for it! England have taken the lead on 5 minutes, 4 of which have been played, and we'll try and get confirmation of the goal scorer in a minute. It was either Nelson Joyce or Rooney, and in fact I have a feeling it was. I'll check what happens on my monitor. It was briefly kept out by the World 11, and Rooney saw the opportunity, grabbed it, and in it went. Superb use of the right foot. That is the Wayne Rooney of old, and England lead the World 11 by a goal to nil. And thumbs up from the player manager. He knows what this will mean to England. Even though this is a game purely for fun and charity, there is a certain element of competition to it all the same, as Wilshere is down and quickly helped back up, and that was on the centre of the pitch, and limping and hobbling. We have someone in trouble. We have someone in trouble. It's Tony Bellew. Tony Bellew, the boxing legend. He's on the sidelines. Must have picked up a knock somewhere as the game resumes. It's Rooney. Rooney under pressure from Hamraoui. Hamraoui gives the ball away back to England. It's Wilshere. Wilshere to Tomlinson. Now back with Wilshere. Wilshere crossing down the wing to Gary Neville. Gary Neville on the near side on the right, but swiftly passes to Tom Grennan. It's Grennan. Grennan goes for second, but it just clips the bar. Unlucky. That would have been a worldie of a goal, and quite possibly something reminiscent of something you see in the Premier League, as Bellew is still being led around by the officials. The World 11, coached by the way by Peter Schmeichel, as Grennan did what he could. That looked awesome to see, and I have a feeling that as we approach 6.5 minutes, that Bellew will need to be substituted. And yes, the confirmation has come in. Gorka Marquez will come on. So it's Scott passing to Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge, Neville. Now back with Scott. Wilshere. Cross by Neville to Rooney. And 7 minutes have now elapsed. It's England 1, the World 11 0. As now with the ball is Harry Kewell. Kewell to Gadd. Now back down the wing to Kewell. Kewell over the halfway line. And a forward pass by Kewell, but intercepted by Tomlinson. Tomlinson down the wing to Neville, and now across to Wayne Rooney. It's Rooney with the ball. Rooney trying to cross at the wing, but blocked by the World 11. Currently on the ball is Rivaldo. Rivaldo to Hamraoui, and Hamraoui now crossing to David Trezeguet, but caught by the England goalkeeper Joe Hart. Long time since you've heard that. As Tomlinson passes to Wilshere, and Wilshere now trying to cross the ball forward to Rooney. Rooney almost blocked by Gadd, but taken by Vidic, and back to Kennedy. Kennedy. The ball is now with Harry Kewell. Kewell passing the ball around to Marquez. This is Marquez. Gad, Marquez, Hamraoui to Vidic. Now Marquez up the wing. The ball was caught by Rivaldo, but the ball is still being kept in the World 11's defensive third. Ball now being crossed back to Marquez. Nice header by Rivaldo. Diamond wants to go after the ball as well, but Marquez still has it. And the ball almost being threaded to Diamond, but well held by Tomlinson. And over he goes. And I have to correct myself. It was Tom Grennan who was brought down. 9 minutes have been played. England 1, the World 11 0. And Rebecca Welch blowing the whistle. And I think she's indicating for a free kick. And lovely to see the ref. And lovely to see a ref cam in use, something Paul James mentioned during the Club World Cup coverage last night. Wilshere to Tomlinson. Now back down to Wilshere. Something else I forgot to mention is that there are no additional periods after each half. It's 45 and 90 straight minutes. If the game is level, then there will be an instant penalty shootout. Hart passing to Carrick. Now it's with Angry Ginge up the wing to Tomlinson. Almost picked up by Scott, but intercepted by Hamraoui. The ball is still with Kennedy. Scott tries to take it back. Given straight away to England, and the ball being crossed to Wayne Rooney, but caught out by the World 11. Tom Grennan after the ball, flicked away by Vidic. The ball is now with Diamond. Diamond trying to pelt her way up the pitch, but intercepted by Neville. Ramsey, I should say. Ramsey passes the ball over the halfway line. It's still with Wilshere, but almost picked up back by Ramsey. The World 11 now have it with Hamraoui, retaken by England. Tom Grennan just over the line. He passes to Rooney. Rooney almost strolling with the ball, it seems. Now passing back to Grennan. Grennan has to pass quickly. He goes for a forward cross, and the ball is picked up just almost by James Nelson-Joyce. But he couldn't get to the ball in time, and the fans appear to be enjoying themselves, as am I. So almost 11 and a half minutes in, it's still England 1, the World 11 0. Vidic crosses the ball, and it's given back to England and Rooney. The ball now being crossed up to Nelson-Joyce. Nelson-Joyce cut out by Gorka Marquez, and the ball was briefly retaken by Wilshere, but it has been passed out, and it is a corner. And I think some of the Soccer Ray commentators enjoyed this game as much as I am. Nelson-Joyce passing to Wilshere. Wilshere, Scott, now back with Wilshere, and Wilshere crossing, but headed up into the air by Marquez. Picks up this time by Ramsey. Now with Grennan to Angry Ginge. Now trying to get the ball back to Ramsey, but intercepted this time by Asim Chowdhury. Chowdhury passing to Kira Hamraoui. Now back to Chowdhury. Hamraoui crossing up the wing to Rivaldo. Now it's David Trezeguet. Trezeguet all on his own. He passes back to Rivaldo. These two were rivals in the late 90s, early 2000s. Hamraoui trying to cross the ball forward to Trezeguet. Trezeguet picks it up inside the goal area. Tomlinson right behind him, but he has to pass back to one of his teammates. It was Harry Kewell, Gorka Marquez, Rivaldo. Now passing down the wing to Gad, back to Rivaldo. Rivaldo looking to pass to Trezeguet, but cut out by Grennan. Grennan up the wing to Nelson-Joyce, James Nelson-Joyce with the ball for England. He passes over the halfway line to Wilshere. Wilshere holding on to the ball, he's into the 18-yard box, has to pass to Rooney quickly. Rooney to Scott. Scott just outside the goal area. She passes swiftly back to Wilshere. Wilshere crossing to Rooney, but flicked away by the number 15, Nemanja Vidic. And the score still remains after almost 14 minutes. England 1, the world 11 0. It's Grennan. Grennan with the ball. He's doing well to keep Chowdhury at bay, but the rest of the world retake it. It's Marquez, but it goes over the line for a throw. I've really enjoyed the opening quarter of an hour match, and the way things are, it looks about even Stevens at the minute. Though England are slightly ahead in terms of possession. Wayne Rooney having a bit of a laugh and a joke with Chowdhury, it seems, as Kuehl comes off the field of play, and he is replaced by John O'Shea. John O'Shea, a former player, now currently assistant manager at the Republic of Ireland, as he sprints his way onto the pitch. O'Shea currently wearing O'Shea has the number 22. So we wait for the game to resume, and to take the throw in will be England. So the ball thrown to the goalkeeper Van der Sar. Van der Sar passing rapidly to Marquez. Hamraoui back to Marquez, and Marquez trying to cross the ball forward, but is intercepted by England. Robbie Williams having an interview pitch side as the game picks up in terms of action. It's Grennan down the wing to Ramsey over the halfway line. Ramsey under pressure from O'Shea. Shea does well to intercept the ball. Now he passes to Vidic. It's Vidic with the ball back to O'Shea. Now Vidic. And Vidic crossing the ball over the halfway line, but flicked away by Louis Tomlinson, and it's over the line for a throw. So Gorka Marquez will take the throw for the World 11. 16 minutes have now elapsed. It's England 1, the World 11 0. As Rooney passes to Ramsey. Rooney has the ball back though, trying to go around Kennedy. He flicks it to Ramsey, but kept away by Gadd. Rooney passing to Wilshere. Wilshere crossing down the wing to Ramsey. Wilshere now picked up by Grennan. It's Tom Grennan passing once again to Scott, but was kept out by Chowdhury, and a good tackle of the ball by Vidic, but it goes over the line for a throw, and it will be Gary Neville to take the throw in for England. So Neville throws to Wilshere. Now Grennan back to Neville, and Neville crossing into the 18-yard box, saved in the goal area by Van der Sar. Van der Sar to I think that was Rivaldo. Now down the wing to Kira Hamraoui. Diamond now going after the ball, but to get there before she did was Angry Ginge. That was a good tackle of the ball from the YouTube star, and that was just well timed, and Diamond did well to stay on her feet. Any other player may well have gone down. So O'Shea to Rivaldo, Trezeguet. Now back to Rivaldo. That was actually Kennedy to Gorka Marquez. It's Marquez with the ball. Marquez given away to England. It's Rivaldo, but Rivaldo has gone down. as Grennan sportingly hoists him back up. And it was actually Grennan who committed the foul, so he sportingly helped him back up, and that's good to see. Joe Hart pacing around the goal. It's a free kick to the World 11, and it will be Rivaldo to take the free kick. Everyone getting into positions and getting ready to block the ball are Grennan and Angry Ginge, and the ball almost goes into the goal, but is picked up by Joe Hart. The ball now being rolled out. It's Angry Ginge trying to cross to Ramsey, but well held by the World 11. Rooney, Wayne Rooney holds the ball, was almost tackled by Kennedy. Neville to Carrick. Now the ball goes up the wing to Tomlinson. Louis Tomlinson once wanted to buy Doncaster Rovers, if memory serves me correct, but the ball has been retaken by the rest of the world. Hamraoui almost down the wing to Vidic, passing to Rivaldo towards Diamond, who collides with Grennan. It's O'Shea to Diamond, and Diamond pelting up the field with the ball. She's having to hold off Grennan, but she slips up, goes down, pounds the ground in frustration. And now the ball and there's another chance for the World 11. It was almost sent in by Rivaldo, but kept out superbly by Angry Ginge. And Rivaldo should have just taken the opportunity straight away. He shouldn't have lurked a second too longer, and that was all Angry Ginge needed to keep the ball away for England. 20.5 minutes gone. It's England 1, the World 11 0, as Wilshere concedes the ball to Marquez. Marquez does a back pass to Kira Hamraoui. Marquez, retaken by Scott. Tomlinson, now passing to Angry Ginge. To Carrick. Carrick passes the ball over the line to Wilshere. Wilshere now making his way into the centre circle. It's now in the middle of the pitch with Rooney. Ball being crossed back up the wing to Tomlinson, but flicked up into the air by Gadd, and it's a throw-in to England. We are almost halfway through, and it's still England 1, the World 11 0. That was a magnificent save that was the goal from earlier by Rooney, and Harry Redknapp and Tyson Fury showing their approval as Ramsey makes her way off the pitch, and her place is taken by number 14 taken by number 14 Alex Brooker. So Brooker makes his way onto the pitch. Alex Brooker, one of the hosts of The Last Leg on Channel 4, as Chowdhury makes way for number 8 Noah Beck. Noah Beck, the social media star, famously known for TikTok content, as the ball is being passed back around to Hart. So Hart to Angry Ginge. Passing the ball back to Hart. Ball is now in the centre part of the pitch. Carrick to Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge has the ball over the line, crossing towards Tomlinson, but retaken by the World 11 and Marquez. Marquez to Trezeguet, crossing down towards Diamond, and Diamond picks the ball up nicely, but good tackle by Tom Grennan, and Grennan did really well to defend for England, and it will be a throw-in to the World 11. And to take the throw-in for the World 11 will be John O'Shea. Diamond makes her way back onto the pitch to take her position. and there may likely be another substitution. I think there is indeed, as Diamond makes way for Maisie Adam. So the ball is now being passed by O'Shea, flicked away by Grennan. So it will be another throw in to the World 11. O'Shea throws to Hamraoui. Hamraoui, the ball was as Adams watches the ball. It's Ramsey for England. The rest of the World 11 appearing to come back, in my opinion, as we now have a look through the ref cam on the action that's going on the pitch. It's as Rebecca Welch tries to keep control of the situation. Van der Sar picks up the ball inside the goal. Passes to Gad. Now back down the wing to Hamraoui. Hamraoui loses the ball. Hamraoui loses the ball to England. Down the wing it goes to Grennan. Grennan now pelting up the pitch. He's looking for the goal area. He's found it, and he enters in on the near side. Grennan was about to cross to Nelson Joyce, but Nelson Joyce missed the ball. Rivaldo with the ball. It goes over the halfway line, but he loses it to Tomlinson. Tomlinson, Wilshere. Now back with Carrick. Carrick down the wing to Alex Brooker. Brooker, Grennan, and fouled from behind. And fouled from behind was Wilshere. It was Noah Beck who did that. And on the pit and on the touchline for the management team, I think that was Lee Mack. Lee Mack was on the pitch last year, but he's not playing this year. A Mexican wave going around the stadium as Rooney prepares to take the free kick. Over 25 and a half minutes gone, but the free kick is blocked by Beck, and it's given away to Adam. Grennan tries to take the ball back. In fact, he does. Is the ball still inside? No. It will be a throw-in to the World 11, and it will be John O'Shea to throw, which he does. He throws to Hamraoui. Hamraoui almost caught out, but she did well to pass to O'Shea. O'Shea to Beck. Now Beck crossing up the wing to Gad. Gad towards Trezeguet. Now after the ball, but retaken by Angry Ginge. The ball now being crossed back towards Marquez. Marquez gives the ball back to Scott. Tomlinson. Angry Ginge, who passes to Hart in the penalty area, in the goal area, I should say. And so we have Carrick down the wing to Grennan, who's on the near side of the centre circle. Ball now actually inside the halfway circle. Almost sent down the wing to Rooney, but intercepted rapidly by O'Shea. Almost 27 minutes have elapsed. It still remains England 1, the World 11 0. As Rivaldo passes the ball around. It's with Marquez. Was aiming for Hamraoui, but the ball has been retaken by England, courtesy of Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge passing to Hart. Hart to Scott. Scott up the wing to Tomlinson. Tomlinson passing back down to Wilshere. Wilshere crossing the ball to Brooker down the wing, but Brooker loses it to O'Shea. O'Shea to Vidic. Vidic now Vidic. That was a lovely pass, and great to see Alex Brooker on the pitch. Rivaldo holding onto the ball passing to Hamraoui, back towards Rivaldo. Rivaldo to I think that may have been Kennedy. But in the confusion, England have smuggled the ball out away from them. Carrick, Neville, and Angry Ginge, crossed by Carrick up to Tomlinson. Ball is now with Noah Beck. Beck having to hold off Nelson, having to hold off Brooker, but he passes to Kennedy. Rivaldo crossing the ball up the wing. Field, I should say, was aiming for Maisie Adam, but well intercepted by Tom Grennan. Grennan concedes to O'Shea. Kira Hamraoui to O'Shea. Almost caught by Wilshere. Wilshere did well to hold on. Passing to Neville, but now it's back with Maisie Adam, and the ball has gone over the line. 29 minutes gone. England won the World 11-0 as the rest of the players on the subs bench watching with interest, wondering when it will be their turn to come on, as Tom Hiddleston and Robbie Williams, part of the management, watch with interest, as Wilshere passing up the field to Rooney. Rooney inside the goal area, but cut out by O'Shea. And so it's O'Shea to Kira Hamraoui. Now back with O'Shea. O'Shea to Vidic. Now back with Hamraoui. O'Shea up the wing to Marquez. Rivaldo. So it's Rivaldo to I couldn't see who it was, but it's now but the ball is now with Beck. Beck dancing around the halfway circle, trying to cross forward to Hamraoui, but England were there to stop her. Good teamwork between Angry Ginge and Gary Neville. Angry Ginge passes to Louis Tomlinson. Tomlinson to Scott. Scott down the wing rapidly to Wilshere. Wilshere under pressure from Kennedy. Can Kennedy get to the ball? He can't. But the referee does not blow a whistle. She says play on. Wilshere to Rooney, but almost caught out by O'Shea. And that's a throw into England nonetheless. And we can see Dame Denise Lewis and Tony Duggan getting ready to come onto the pitch. So it's Vidic to Rivaldo. Marquez given away to Tomlinson, and it goes and the ball goes over the line. So Dame Denise Lewis and Tony Duggan get ready to come onto the pitch, and Jill Scott will be substituted. And is it actually Steph Houghton, or is it Tony Duggan? I'm not too sure at the moment. So Dame Denise Lewis, the famous heptathlete, makes her way onto the pitch, and joining her will be Tony Duggan. So I was right first time. Tony Duggan, the former WSL player, and also off the pitch goes Alex Brooker. So it's Kennedy to Trezeguet, and Trezeguet passing the ball down the wing to John O'Shea. Rivaldo almost being tackled from behind by Tom Grennan, but it's enough to warrant a foul, and Rebecca Welch goes over to see what the problem is. Goes over to see what the problem is, assess the situation. But no card given, so a straight free kick to the World 11, which they have taken. Rivaldo to Hamraoui with a bicycle kick, almost saved by Joe Hart. And that is the first real attempt at goal we've had for quite some time. Lewis to Grennan. Now it's back with Kennedy. Hamraoui almost tackled by Grennan, but Hamraoui held on, and the shot she fired from from a distance was too far back, and it still remains after 33 minutes. England won the World 11-0. So a magnificent save. Just now from Joe Hart. Neville crossing the ball up the field, up the pitch, up the wing, I should say, to Tomlinson. Tomlinson, Duggan. Now back to Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge to Joe Hart. Hart, Neville. And it's Gary Neville crossing the ball up the field to Rooney, but intercepted by John O'Shea. Maisie Adam takes advantage to take the ball in all the confusion, and she passes quickly to Rivaldo. Rivaldo looking for Trezeguet, but he has to pass quickly back to Noah Beck. Beck, Rivaldo back towards Beck, but it goes up the wing to Marquez. Now back with Beck. Beck tries to look for a gap, but he's being hounded by Carrick. Carrick and Duggan trying to get in on the act. Rivaldo back towards Marquez. It's now with Beck. Beck to Kennedy. Kennedy passing to Hamraoui. Hamraoui under pressure from Grennan. Kept out by England, and that was good work by Angry Ginge. Vidic passing back to Van der Sar. Van der Sar up the wing to Marquez. Beck under pressure from Duggan, and the ball is now with Rivaldo. Rivaldo crossing over the halfway line and down the wing to Kira Hamraoui. Hamraoui clipped and brought down by Tom Grennan. But the referee says play on. Grennan to Carrick. Carrick under pressure from Adam. It's Angry Ginge to Tony Duggan. Duggan over the halfway line. That's a forward pass to Rooney. Rooney goes for goal, but saved by Van der Sar. 35 and a half minutes gone. It's still England 1, the World 11-0. As the ball has been swiftly taken back by Rivaldo. Rivaldo almost being pressured by Wilshere, but he does well to pass to Beck. Beck, Vidic. Vidic down the wing to O'Shea. Almost caught by Lewis. As Duggan. Now Lewis. Lewis passing to Carrick to Wilshere. Now back with Tony Duggan. Rooney crossing up the wing to Wilshere, and just deflected away by Edwin van der Sar. He timed it right. That could have been the second goal for England. Rooney did well to cross to Wilshere, but van der Sar was ready and waiting. And that will be a corner to England. Duggan, Angry Ginge, Rooney and Lewis inside the goal area. So the ball now being crossed towards Duggan. Rooney takes it, bicycle kicks it over the crossbar. But he still manages to raise a smile about it. It's good that he's happy. It's good that he's enjoying himself, as indeed are everyone else at Old Trafford. Van der Sar passing to Vidic. Vidic outside the goal, passing to Hamraoui. Now back towards Vidic. Vidic takes the ball to the near side, inside their defensive third. He passes to Kira Hamraoui. Rivaldo. And Rivaldo crossing the ball up the wing to Gadd, but kept out by England, and that will be a throw-in to the World 11. Gadd throws to Beck. Rivaldo as Harry Redknapp as Harry Redknapp talks to the goalkeeping coach David James, and it's Wilshere to Kennedy. Now, was almost taken by Carrick, but well intercepted by Hamraoui. Duggan, caught by O'Shea. Denise Lewis wanted a sniff of the ball as well, but it was well held by the World 11, courtesy of Beck, and Beck fouled from behind by Rooney, and that will be a free kick to the World 11. Well held, well taken by the World 11. Kennedy up the wing to Gadd, but brought down. In fact, it was Beck who was brought down by Neville, and Beck appears to have hurt himself in the process. No, he's okay. He may just have picked up a slight knock, but otherwise he's fine. Rivaldo inside the centre circle. Just goes over the centre circle on the right. He passes to Gadd. Now it's back with Marquez. Rivaldo. And Rivaldo crossing to Dermot Kennedy. Kennedy goes for goal, but it's just wide. That was just after he crossed the centre circle, and he should have passed to Maisie Adam, in my opinion. But it is what it is, and the scoreline still remains England 1, the World 11 0. Wilshere to Rooney. Now back with Grennan. Gary Neville crossing the ball up the wing to Tomlinson, but caught by Marquez. Marquez to Rivaldo, I think that was. No, it was Trezeguet. David Trezeguet to Noah Beck. Beck crossing up the field to Trezeguet. Trezeguet goes for a shot, but it's just a bit too wide. With 4.5 minutes to go, it's England 1, the World 11 0. As Grennan passing to Rooney, Carrick, now back towards Rooney. It's Neville. Up the wing goes the ball to Tomlinson on the far side. Tomlinson looking to pass it to someone. The ball goes over the halfway line, cut out by Dermot Kennedy. He should have paid a bit more attention, in my view. Should Louis Tomlinson should have passed a bit sooner, and Paddy McGuinness looking on from the touchline, wondering when it will be his turn to come on. Don't forget, in Soccer Aid, everybody gets a chance to play. As coming off the pitch will be James Nelson-Joyce, and to take his place is the Olympic gold medal winning marathon runner Sir Mo Farah. So as Farah makes his way onto the pitch, James Nelson-Joyce makes his way off. So Wilshere, Rooney looking to cross to Duggan, and Duggan just gets the ball, holds off Marquez, but Marquez isn't going to give up, and Duggan quickly passing to Farah to Carrick. Carrick was aiming for Farah, but the ball only goes as far as Angry Ginge, and Angry Ginge trying to cross to Denise Lewis. Concedes the ball to O'Shea. Lewis tries to get it back, but O'Shea holds on. That was a good attempt at trying to get the ball off O'Shea by Lewis, but O'Shea just dug in and held on. Hamraoui almost colliding with Tomlinson. Hamraoui still with the ball, well over the halfway line to Adam. Adam back to Hamraoui, closing in on the 18-yard box, but conceded to England, and Tomlinson, Farah over the halfway line to Noah Beck. It gives it away to Noah Beck, I should say. So it's Beck to Rivaldo just Rivaldo in the centre, Rivaldo in the middle of the pitch, passing to Beck, middle of their attacking third, I should say, as Kennedy goes for a long pass. Wasn't sure he was going to pass it to. It might have been Hamraoui, but that was poorly timed, in my opinion. And with almost a minute to go, it's still England 1, the World 11 0. As a separate desk is on hand for people taking calls to raise money for UNICEF. O'Shea crossing to Adam, but given away to Duggan. The World 11 take it back with Gadd. Gadd to Beck. And it's Beck now passing to Rivaldo. We are just closing it. We're just closing in on the final minutes of the first half. It's still England 1, the World 11 0. And the World 11 have just under 60 seconds to get an equaliser, but England holding firm. It's Carrick. Carrick over the halfway line to Duggan. Duggan, Gadd, or should that be Marquez? Marquez passing to Van der Sar. Van der Sar passing the ball out of goal to Kennedy. Kennedy with the ball, and Kennedy passing to Trezeguet. Now back with Beck. Beck up the wing to Rivaldo. Saved by Hart. And I don't think there's going to be enough time to get a second goal in for England or for the World 11 to equalise. 10 seconds to go. It's Duggan. Can she grab a second? And she can! That was just before the stroke of half time. England have doubled their lead. Tony Duggan with the second just before half time. She has a huge grin on her face. Harry Redknapp approves. So too do the rest of the team. Tom Grennan, Angry Ginge. It was Michael Carrick with the delivery. Duggan did well to hold off Vidic. She was well placed inside the goal area. She took her chance, and in it went into the near side left-hand net. And the score is now just as we get ready to blow the whistle for half time. England 2, the World 11 0. And in fact the half time whistle has been blown. That took me and everyone completely by surprise. I'm still shouting about it, but there is still time for the World 11 to bring back the deficit and maybe get in front in the second half. Who will we see on the pitch next? Half-time score at Old Trafford for Soccer Aid. England 2, the World 11 0. Well, welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Soccer Aid between England and the Soccer Aid World 11. It is currently 2-0 to England. The players getting ready with last-minute preparations before the start of the second half, and half-time substitutions have been made. And I can reveal that taking the position in goal for England is TV presenter Paddy McGuinness. He has been England's goalkeeper in the last two Rest of the Worlds, and also on the pitch are Phil Jagielka, Aaron Lennon, and Roman Kemp as well. So. Also on is Aaron Lennon and Jermaine Defoe. That's for England. And prior to the second half starting, we just had an amazing tribute performance by Dermot Kennedy. In tribute, and away we go then for the second half between England and the rest of the world. It's Tevez with the ball. Yes, that's right, Carlos Tevez. And so rest of the world playing from so the World 11 playing from right to left, and England playing from left to right. Angry Ginge to Kemp, but given away to Beck, and retaken this time by Lennon. Lennon to Duggan, Tomlinson, back towards Duggan, and down the wing on the near side to Samo Farah. It's Farah to Lennon. Lennon passes back to Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge up the wing to Jagielka. Jagielka passing to couldn't see who that was. Duggan almost loses it to Brian Habana, and the ball is now back with Samo Farah. It's Samo Farah with the ball, clipped off Duggan, almost, and charged towards Lennon, and Lennon with the ball. He's inside the 18-yard box and almost sent in by Jermaine Defoe, and they couldn't take advantage of the rebound. The ball is passed back to Louis Tomlinson. Nicky Byrne did well to keep the ball out for the World 11. The ball now being passed around. It's Carlos Tevez. Tevez to I couldn't see who that was. We'll let you know the numbers for the World 11 as and when we can. It's Farah to Lennon, and it's Lennon now with the ball. Almost sent towards Defoe, and Nicky Byrne given a yellow card by the referee Rebecca Welch, and I'm sure that was likely for dissent, but it was actually because he impeded Defoe, and Jermaine Defoe understandably not happy. That was Aaron Lennon from a short while ago, and Defoe could not take advantage of the rebound, and so free kick given to England. It will be taken by Jermaine Defoe, and I can see Big Zoo lining himself up to get ready to comment. So it's either going to be Wilshere or Defoe, or Defoe. So Wilshere passing to Defoe, clipped away by Caelan Kyle. Caelan Kyle, one of the half-time substitutes. Now the ball being passed back around to Tomlinson, but But it goes over the line. So Wingrove. So Habana throws. Defoe almost sends it in, but it just clipped Nicky Byrne and Stephen Bartlett, I think that was, could not take advantage of the rebound. So now the ball has been passed around to Carlos Tevez. Carlos Tevez, legendary player for the likes of both Manchester clubs. It's O'Shea, but it goes over the line, and it has to be picked up by Paddy McGuinness. So McGuinness to take the goal. And it's actually a corner. I beg your pardon. So corner to the World 11. They appeared to have caught England napping at this early stage. So Angry Ginge and Co getting ready to try and defend. The ball goes towards McGuinness, headed away by the England goalkeeper. Now given away to Brian Habana, the ex-rugby star, kept out by England, and McGuinness almost had it, and that was almost given away when McGuinness was not in position. Angry Ginge and Phil Jagielka did their best to keep it out. Jagielka almost falling. Corner again to England, to the World 11. So the World 11 take the corner, headed up into the air by Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge given away to one of the substitutes. Now the ball is back with England, and Wilshere under pressure from Habana, and the ball is now being passed to Defoe. Lennon, but kept out of play by Habana inside the goal area. So O'Shea. So it was Lennon with the initial delivery. It almost went through Habana's legs, but Habana knew where the ball was and kept it out with the greatest of efforts. So corner to England as David James has a chat with Robbie Williams. Duggan takes the corner and almost sent in by Wilshere, although the ball clipped Noah Beck inside the goal area. O'Shea to Leonardo Bonucci, I think that was, as Tyson Fury and Harry Redknapp watch on the goal line. As it was, and the ball's still going around the play. As Duggan is under pressure from Wingrove. Yes, that's right, Billy Wingrove. And back with Lennon. Lennon to Caelan Kyle. Kyle passing to Brown by the looks of it. But the ball goes as far as Paddy McGuinness. Farah, Angry Ginge passing to Aaron Lennon. So Lennon passing rapidly to Angry Ginge. Ball now being crossed up into the air. Caught this time by Stephen Bartlett. And Bartlett fouled from behind by O'Shea. And the ball has now been retaken by England with Duggan. Tony Duggan, through pass to Tom Grennan. Tom Grennan still on the field of play. He's under pressure from Leandro Bonucci, and Bonucci did really well to take the ball back through for the World 11. So Angry Ginge up the field to and the ball has now been given to Bartlett, but it goes over the line, and that was a good effort on goal from England. a substitute has been prepared as David Trezeguet comes off, and he makes way for we'll let you know who it is in a moment or two. As Trezeguet makes way for Keane, and that's Robbie Keane as Defoe makes it 3 for England. And England are on a roll here. And what an amazing finish that was. It was Duggan with the corner, and Defoe was ready and waiting. Just tapped it in. He was able to hold off O'Shea, and fantastic finish by the former international. Harry Redknapp is thrilled as well. So 10 minutes into the second half, it's now England 3, the World 11 0, as the World 11 trying to come back with Noah Beck saved almost. It was actually just saved on the line by Paddy McGuinness, and the ball is about to be saved. That was Noah Beck just now inside the goal area. Robbie Keane looked like he was going to try and get it, but Paddy McGuinness said, "Oh no, you don't," and just pounced on the ball straight away. Wilshere. Ball is now with Jagielka. Jagielka inside the goal area, crosses down to Duggan. Picked up rapidly by Bonucci. Bonucci to Wingrove. It's now with It's now with Habana. Free kick to be taken by the World 11. So World 11 take the goal kick. Flicked away though by Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon gives it away. It's now with the World 11. Bonucci to Kyle. Picked up in defence by Angry Ginge. Good defending by the YouTube star. I can confirm that Stephen Bartlett's number is 92. So Mo Farah now with the ball on the near side, and Farah quickly passing to Jack Wilshere. Jack Wilshere up the wing to Jagielka. He is still in England's defensive third, and about to go after the ball was Robbie Keane. The ball now retaken by Jagielka, who passes straight away to Grennan. Given away to the World 11. It's Beck. He's under pressure from Lennon. Almost stopped by Grennan. Beck crossing in towards the goal area, flicked into the air by Angry Ginge, and almost headed goalwards by Keane, but Mo Farah and Angry Ginge were there to keep the ball at bay. Just about almost 58 minutes in, it's England 3, the rest of the world 0, and Nicky Byrne acknowledging the fact that he has a yellow card, so no real complaints. Although Kyle looked like she wanted to say something, as the World 11 is Carlos Tevez, and that's the first goal for the World 11. The man who played for both Manchester clubs. This could well be a comeback for the World 11. They have 7 wins. England have 6. And quite a few people must have thought this would have been a one-way match for England. Superb assist by Robbie Keane, and Tevez was there to finish it off. What an occasion! What a feeling this must have been to score at his former club. And now the ball, but England still retake the ball. And down on the ground is Kaylin Kyle, but she's quickly back up on her feet as the referee tries to keep pace, tries to keep up with everyone. So the ball now being crossed down to Billy Wingrove. It's Wingrove, but almost re-intercepted by England. In fact, it has. Wilshere, one of the players raising their arms in protest, but Wilshere's play on. And now with the ball is Lennon. Lennon to Duggan. Duggan tries to claim it, but Wingrove takes the ball. But Wingrove takes the ball back, and she passes. And she passes the ball around. The ball is now this time with Beck. Beck to Carlos Tevez. Tevez looks like he's going to go for another. Is he going to make it his second? He is! Close to the hour mark. It's 2 for the World 11. And we have now got a game on our hands as Toby Brown and Noah Beck congratulate him. That was just sublime from Carlos Tevez. He took on the defenders all on his own, and a superb finish for the former Argentina international. England 3, the Soccer Aid World 11 2 is now the score. And a well-deserved round of applause from Peter Schmeichel. And we now about to come and just making her way onto the pitch now is Steph Houghton. She takes the place of Tony Duggan. England have got to dig deep now if they are to retake the game. But just as I say that, Sam Quek looks like she's going to come on. The former Olympic hockey gold-winning medalist, now a TV presenter, as Mo Farah makes his way off the pitch, swapping one Olympic legend for another, and Quek now makes her way onto the pitch. I have to say, as well as being a good hockey player, she is a fabulous TV presenter. As England get ready to restart the match, Defoe to Houghton, and Steph Houghton now passing to Kemp. Yes, Kemp. Wilshere to Lennon. Now back with Kemp, and a quick back pass from Carlos Tevez, which didn't come off. As Lennon now tries to take it off, almost caught by Kaylin Kyle. He passes back to Roman Kemp. Houghton just catches the ball, passes to Wilshere, and Wilshere looked like he was aiming for Stephen Bartlett, but the ball was held. But the ball went a long way around, and Nicky Byrne had to grab it out. So the game has restarted. 62.5 minutes have gone. England 3, the World 11 2. As Kyle passes to was about to pass to Habana. The ball was almost intercepted by Quek. The ball now being crossed by Bonucci. Bonucci caught this time by Tevez. Grennan looked like he was going to try and get the ball, but now with the ball this time is Toby Brown. Toby Brown concedes to Jagielka. Jagielka passes to Sam Quek, who's on the far side. Quek pushes away Habana, but play still goes on. Beck to Robbie Keane. Keane, Wingrove back towards Beck. Beck up the wing to Habana. Now it's with Kaylin Kyle. Kyle towards Tevez. Tevez almost headed by Keane. but everybody misses, and about to get off to the ball is Roman Kemp, but the ball goes over the line. It will be a throw-in to England to be taken by Kemp, and Angry Ginge retakes the ball for England. Ball not being crossed at the wing, headed by flipped by Defoe, now caught by Wilshere. Wilshere under pressure from Toby Brown, and Brown fouls him. Down goes Wilshere, and it will be a free kick to England. And it's a few short yards from the centre circle. Jack Wilshere stands behind the ball. He takes the free kick, crossing it forward to Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon does not waste time. He's into the 18-yard box. He passes quickly to Sam Quack, but retaken by Caelan Carl. Now back with Defoe. Lennon, Defoe, it's 4! England make it 4! Just after 64 and a half minutes, Robbie Williams dancing up and down with Vicky McClure and the other England coaches. The England supporters go mad! Jermaine Defoe, that's his second of the match! And the rest of the world have now got an even bigger task on their hands. Aaron Lennon passed to Sam Quack, but Caelan Carl tried to intercept. England weren't having it though, and Lennon took advantage of the kerfuffle to pass it back to Jermaine Defoe, who just tapped it in with ease, straight with his right foot into the back of the net, and England now lead the World 11 by 4 goals to 2. The game has now restarted. It's still the ball is still with England on the far side. Retaken by the World 11 as it's Kyle to Habana, given away to England, and Tom Grennan to Kemp, Houghton, now back with Angry Ginge now passing to Roman Kemp. Lennon bounces off him towards Roman Kemp through the legs of Wingrove. Defoe to Wilshere. Wilshere was about to pass to Quack, but the ball was taken by Wingrove. Toby Brown to Robbie Keane, but Keane just fouled from behind by Angry Ginge. Noah Beck passed the ball up the wing, and players stopped for a short period. It will be a free kick to the World 11 as Beck passing up the wing to John O'Shea to Carlos Tevez. Now Toby Brown trying to hold off Jagielka. Now with Keane, just kept out by Angry Ginge, and the score still remains England 4, the World 11 0. It might just have scraped his shoulder, but that was good defending by Angry Ginge and England. So Jagielka crossing the ball out of the goal, but it's given away to Leandro Bonucci to Noah Beck. Noah Beck passing to Tevez, retaken by England through Steph Houghton. Jagielka, and play has been called to a halt. It will be a free kick to the World 11. Something must have happened that forced the free kick, which I did not see, and this could cost England dear, as it's either going to be Toby Brown or Carlos Tevez that will take the free kick. Paddy McGuinness waiting inside the goal, and making up the defensive wall are Kemp, Jagielka, Lennon and Angry Ginge. So Standing inside the goal is McGuinness. Tevez waits for his moment. He takes the free kick, and it's in! It's 4-3! The score now, as Carlos Tevez took that free kick very calmly, and Paddy McGuinness doesn't have anything to complain about it. That was a well-timed taken free kick, much like Carlos Tevez in his playing days. Straight into the far right side of the net, and we could well be in for a thriller of the rest of the second half with almost 20 minutes to go. So it's Jagielka passing down the wing to Roman Kemp. Lennon now back with Kemp. Retaken though by Tevez. Carlos Tevez with the ball for the World 11. He passes up the wing to Roman Kemp. Sam Kwek tries to get the ball but can't. Keane towards Brown. Now Brown crossing down to Tevez, but almost retaken by England. Billy Wingrove trying to get to the ball, and the ball is now bounced off one of the other players. I couldn't see who that was. That might have been Kennedy. So it's Defoe closing in on the goal, but it's just wide. Forced away by Leonardo Bonucci. And after the ball now is Stephen Bartlett, but World 11 still have it. It's Caelan Kyle. Kyle bounced off the head of Angry Ginge. Ball is now with Jagielka. Jagielka to Wilshere. Wilshere now passing to Sam Kwek. Kwek down the wing into the centre circle where Duggan is. Duggan back to Jagielka. Jagielka cross it. Jagielka now looking to cross it up the wing towards Bartlett, but Bartlett was a long way off, and Julia Roberts watching from inside a special VIP box. Now that's something you don't see every day. Julia Roberts watching a match in England, as Noah Beck has the ball for the World 11, passes towards Carlos Tevez inside the centre circle. Now back with Beck. Beck to Wingrove. Back now with Beck, who's on the right-hand side. The ball now being crossed to Habana, but Habana was a long way from behind the ball, and the ball is swiftly picked up by Paddy McGuinness. So McGuinness gets ready to roll the ball out, and as everyone now waves inside the ground. Remember, this match is for a worthy cause. As McGuinness flicks the ball out of the goal towards Wingrove. Wingrove passes back to Carlos Tevez. Carlos Tevez taking everyone on, and it's 4-4 now. Carlos Tevez has made a superb impression ever since he came onto the pitch, and he could well be the hero for the World 11. Maisie Adam applauds inside the stands, and Paddy McGuinness is disappointed, but he's not showing it very much, and so Tevez just threaded his way through Angry Ginge and tapped the ball straight in without asking. Phil Jagielka couldn't get to it in time, and the result is now England 4, the World 11 4. And Peter Schmeichel is well pleased with that. Remember, if the score is level after 90 minutes, we go straight to penalties. Ball is now with Brian Habana. Habana gives the ball back to England. It's Steph Houghton. Houghton flicked up into the air by Jagielka, headed by Bonucci. Bonucci to Kyle. Kyle to Noah Beck. It's Beck with the ball. He passes back to Kyle. It's now with Beck. Beck inside the attacking third for the World 11. It's O'Shea to Habana. Habana to Stephen Bartlett. Bartlett flicked away though, I should say, by the World 11. O'Shea up the wing to Toby Brown. Brown, Beck. Now back with Brown. Brown tackled, intercepted, I should say, by Tom Grennan. Grennan passing to Queck, and it will be a free kick as Big Zoo gets ready to come on for the World 11, and he will replace Brian Habana. And so the rapper and TV presenter Big Zoo makes his way onto the pitch, and there is a chance that he could become one of the scorers as well. So watch out for him. Tom Grennan still on the far side. Ball now being passed back to Phil Jagielka. He's now in England's defensive third. Has to watch out for Robbie Keane. He does well to do a long pass down the wing to Roman Kemp. Roman Kemp now crossing forwards to Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon very close to the goal area, and Lennon doesn't waste any time. He's inside the goal area now. Was about to almost caught by Queck, but it had to go as far as Wilshere. The ball bounces off the post. Very unlucky. That was almost 5 for England. Wilshere, the ball just caught the left side post, but that was all, and it was almost sent in. But Carlos Tevez now has the ball for the World 11. It's Brown, retaken by Grennan, the captain in place of Jill Scott, and the ball has gone out of play, so it'll be a throw-in to be taken by Brown. He throws to O'Shea. O'Shea to Caelan Kyle. Brown now back with O'Shea. O'Shea to Tevez. Tevez passes down the wing to Billy Wingrove. Wingrove, Bonucci back to Tevez. Tevez to Beck. Now Caelan Kyle. Kyle to Bonucci. Bonucci just outside the centre circle. He's now in the middle of the pitch. O'Shea, Tevez. The ball was almost tackled by Queck and kept away, kept out of goal by England. But re-given to the World 11. It's Big Zoo to Brown in towards the goal area, saved by McGuinness. Paddy McGuinness has picked up the ball, and he's rolled it out of the goal to Jack Wilshere. Wilshere dodges Caelan Carl, passing it to Defoe. Was aiming for Lennon, but good interception by Beck. Beck to Kyle, now up the wing to Brown on the far side, just about keeps the ball inside the goal. It's now with Big Zoo under pressure from Tom Grennan, passes to Robbie Keane. It's Robbie Keane to Beck. Now it's with Lennon, Bartlett I should say, to Jermaine Defoe. Sam Queck, back to Defoe. Defoe now passing to Jack Wilshere. The ball's still in the England side. The ball's still in the England half. Now back with now it's with Steph Houghton. Houghton making her way up the pitch, passing to Roman Kemp. Closing in on the goal area. Good catch by Carlos Tevez. Now a pass to Caelan Kyle. 78.5 minutes have just been played. It's England 4, the World 11 4. Big Zoo to John O'Shea. O'Shea to Tevez. And Tevez crossing the ball forward and gives it to Bonucci. Bonucci passing to McGuinness. Now back with Angry Ginge and Jagielka. As Jagielka passing to Angry Ginge, almost hunted down by Toby Brown. The ball is now with Roman Kemp, but it only goes as far as Tevez once more. Tevez to Caelan Kyle. Kyle. Beck. Tevez. Now Caelan Kyle. Kyle still on the right side of the pitch. The ball goes over the halfway line to Noah Beck. Up the wing this time to Kennedy, I think that was. The ball is now down into the goal area with Roman Kemp. It's now Aaron Lennon. Aaron Lennon with the ball. He's making his way up the pitch. Good forward pass to Steph Houghton, though Houghton just clipped outside the goal area by Bonucci. The referee's saying play on, or is she stopping play? That looked like a nasty knock to the leg by Steph Houghton. For Steph Houghton, that was a really robust and bold slide tackle by Leandro Bonucci. And I'm now starting to think that wasn't actually necessary. Steph Houghton looks in a bad way. It looks in a bad way in my view, and so it looks like she may well have to be substituted as everyone takes advantage to have a drink. But those were the 3 goals from Carlos Tevez. Just waded through the England defence like they weren't even there, and the free kick to them was almost invisible. And Carlos Tevez could well be a contender for my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. And Tevez having a drink. Will Steph Houghton have to be substituted? She may well have. She may well have to be. Someone else may well have to take her place, as David James and Vicky McClure now walk her around the pitch. They're trying to offer some words of comfort to her. The fourth official about to make a decision, and the substitute will likely be for Steph Houghton. There may well be a World 11 substitute coming on as well. As I've been saying throughout our commentary of this, everyone gets a chance to play for this Soccer Aid match, as Wingrove is off and Gorka Marquez comes back onto the pitch. That was an attempt at goal by the World 11, but was defended by England and Angry Ginge. And that was Carlos Tevez almost throwing a punch at Angry Ginge by the looks of it. And I think this would have been with Gorka Marquez back. The score hasn't changed though. It's still England 4, the World 11 4. Things are happening so quickly. I'm having trouble with getting my words out at the moment, so apologies for that. As John O'Shea passes to Toby Brown. Toby Brown towards Big Zoo. Big Zoo! It's 5-4 for World 11. That came out of nowhere. He did say he was going to score in a pre-match interview. He has now. And the World 11 are on their way to making it 7 wins in Soccer Aid. And Big Zoo has this huge grin on his face, and his smile definitely suits his beard. Well, I shouldn't really say that. So it was O'Shea to Brown, and Big Zoo, completely unmarked, came out of nowhere, entered the goal area at the right time, and in went the ball. Wiltshire was just left standing, and so too was Jagielka. Where was Paddy McGuinness? Nowhere is the answer. And with some 5.5 minutes to go, it could well be a victory for the World 11. Although England still have a chance to take it to penalties. Remember, there's no additional minutes after 90. The match will still finish. As onto the pitch now comes one of the England substitutes. We'll let you know who it is, and it's Sam Thompson. Sam Thompson, who was injured during the week, if you remember, has now made a surprise appearance. I hope his hamstring holds up. So it's Lennon to Roman Kemp on the near side. Now was heading back towards Lennon, but flicks up into the air by Marquez. Marquez over the line it goes, and so it will be a throw-in to be taken by Kemp, which has just happened. Free kick to Angry Ginge. Angry Ginge flicked off Bartlett to Jermaine Defoe. Defoe just outside the goal area. Now it's Tom Grennan. Grennan loses it to Toby Brown, and Brown has been brought down. Only one yellow card in this game so far for Nicky Byrne, but no red cards, and that was just looking again at the Big Zoo goal. Maybe he could be my player of the match, along with or Carlos Tevez. Certainly quite a few England players that have impressed me throughout this game. We'll let you know the player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, within a couple of minutes. As Marquez has the ball for the World 11, passing to Bonucci. Bonucci up the wing to O'Shea. O'Shea to Brown. Brown loses it to England. Jagielka crossing the ball forward to Stephen Bartlett. It's Bartlett. Bartlett was looking to pass to Sam Thompson, but the ball was dealt with by the World 11, and it's now at the feet of Nicky Byrne. So Byrne with the goal kick, he throws the ball out of the goal, and it is picked up by the World 11. Bonucci to Robbie Keane. And it's Robbie Keane, the Republic of Ireland's top scorer. And up the wing it goes to John O'Shea. O'Shea to Brown. Now Brown passing to O'Shea. He's got Jermaine Defoe for company. The ball still remains on the far side, but it is in the World 11's attacking third. Tevez to Noah Beck. Beck to Gorka Marquez. Marquez Bonucci, and Bonucci crossing up the wing to O'Shea, but the ball has been retaken by England. There is still just under 2 minutes for them to take it to penalties. It's still England 4, the World 11 5. O'Shea to Caelan Kyle. Kyle lose it. Kyle almost concedes to England, but the World 11 still have it. It's Noah Beck to Gorka Marquez, but England retake it through Bartlett. Bartlett, Houghton, Lennon to Beck. Beck is now on the near side. He's over the halfway line, but almost defended by Beck. Although Lennon still holds on, pushed down by Carlos Tevez, and we are now into the 89th minute, and just for fun, Rebecca Welch is letting Aaron Lennon give Carlos Tevez a yellow card. Well, that's something you don't see very often. A player giving his opponents a yellow card. Now that's one for the ages. Free kick to England, and it will be taken by Jack Wilshere. Some 30 seconds to go. This to take it to penalty. Who will England be able to convert it, or will the World 11 keep it out? So Wilshere hits the ball into the goal area, and it's kept out by the World 11. I don't believe it. England have run out of chances. It's all over. The World 11 are going to win Soccer Aid 2025. And Roman Kemp sends the ball up into the air. The final whistle has gone, and the World 11 have won for the 8th time at Soccer Aid. The 3 goals by Carlos Tevez were absolutely superb, and Big Zoo was the man who finished it off. And my player of the match is sponsored by Commentary Services. There is only one man for the choice. It's Carlos Tevez. And England, they led early on, but throughout the second half, they just fell away. Even though Defoe scored twice, but the World 11 dug deep and just hung on. And after Big Zoo scored, they held their ground firmly. The final score at Old Trafford for Soccer Aid 2025. England 3, the World 11 4. Wow, what a game I just witnessed, and I have to say it was an absolute honour commentating on those legendary players and celebrities. That is to commentate on something involving celebrities was something I've always wanted to do, and it has been such a great honour. But we're going to take a bit of a break, but we'll be back for the trophy ceremony. welcome back to the Commentary Hub's alternative audio coverage of Soccer Aid, and I actually have to correct myself. It's 5-4 to the World 11. Big Zoo scored the winning goal to add to Carlos Tevez' 4. And just as I talk to you right now, the trophy ceremony is now underway. The players receiving their medals, and I have to say, a lot of the World 11 players did impress me during the game. Maisie Adams, Kira Hamraoui, Dermot Kennedy as well, Diamond, to name but a few. But Carlos Tevez, deservedly my player of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, and Carlos Tevez now puts the medal around his neck. Big Zoo about to step up and take his winner's medal as well. Various dignitaries on the pitch as he puts on his medal, and he poses for the camera to show off, and so too does Toby Brown. Rivaldo and David Trezeguet impressed me quite a bit during the first half as well, and so too did quite a few other players as well. And as we get ready, and Robbie Williams going for a quick chat just as we prepare for the trophy to be lifted, and the total raised after 90 minutes is £50,280,163, and that is as a result of everybody donating to UNICEF throughout the game and beyond, as the trophy is lifted by the World 11, Leonardo Bonucci, one of the people to hold the trophy, and the celebrations will be going on well into the night for the Soccer Aid World 11, but also take nothing away from England. They put in a great performance when they did. Jill Scott in the first half, and also that wonderful goal just before half-time from Tony Duggan, and also impressing in the second half was Farah. Was also impressing among the substitutes was Sam Queck, Dame Denise Lewis, and Roman Kemp. That's it for our coverage on Soccer Aid. And we hope to do it again for you next year. But don't forget, coming up throughout June and indeed July, we have coverage of the Club World Cup and the under-21 Euros. So do please keep in touch with us for those games. I've been Nicholas Jones. I hope you enjoyed the game as much as I did, and as I said, it was a pleasure and an honour to commentate on past legends of the game along with celebrities. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye for now.